First up, let's open up a file so that we can get our workspace similar. So, your version of Illustrator looks the same as mine. Because the trouble sometimes with this, the first start screen here is it can be different for everybody. So, let's go to File and let's go to Open. Now what you want to do is you want to find the exercise files you've downloaded. Here they are here, Exercise Files Illustrator, and in here I want you to find the file called Getting Started, and then click the Open button. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is we need to reset our workspace, just so that we're all looking the same, and we can do it along the top here. There's this little app bar, okay, and yours might say something different in here. You want to see if there's a tick next to it, so click on it. And the second thing you want to do is come down to that exact same menu and go to Reset Essentials. And that will just put it back to kind of a default setting. Now if yours still looks different, it might be that you're using an earlier version of Illustrator, but drop this down. And what you want to do is you want to click on Essentials. And what that's going to mean for you is that you can continue along with this course. Say, 90% of the course going to be still fine for you. What you are going to have a little bit of trouble with is finding out where some of these menus are, because they have moved around just a tiny bit. What I mean by that, if I grab my type tool and I click and I start typing, you can see over here it automatically says, here's my character panel, and there are my font and font sizes. This properties panel did not exist in earlier versions of Illustrator. Super handy. I love it. But in earlier versions what you're gonna have to do is when looking at this character panel or things in this appearance, what you're gonna have to do is go up to Window and open them separately. This is how older versions worked. If I go down to Type, there's Character. Okay, so it's the same panel. Can you see? He matches him, but he's just in a separate little window. So that's going to be a fun game if you're using, say, CS6 or CS5. But don't worry, you can continue on with most of this course. So just make sure you have it set to Essentials and that you've reset them.